How did it go today, Coach?
Not up to our standard. You know, class starting, second day, we're not making excuses. It wasn't our standard. You know, we set the standard high, and the guys kind of came out, and we're kind of going through the motions today. So we let them know that, and we will watch the film, and we'll get better.
Class, you think, was the issue? Just everything happening now?
I think class. You know, we're kind of at the end of fall camp, getting ready to start game plan in Akron. So you're kind of at the end of the fall camp mode, and guys just we didn't show up ready to go. So that's a learning experience, and we'll learn from it. And we got to be a team that every time we step on that field, we're in championship standards. We've got to play at championship standards, and we didn't do that today.
Any decisions on the quarterback?
We're still going right now. Tristan and Adrian, we'll have probably a situational scrimmage tomorrow, and put them in situations and just see which one handles it the best and which one gives us the best opportunity to win. But I think we have a good problem. We feel confident in both of those guys that if their number's called, they can go out there and execute the offense and win the game for us. And so that's a good problem to have, but there has been no concrete decision as of today.
What do you think it'll come down to?
Once again, whoever gives us the best chance to win, and you know, who's taking leadership and who can run the offense and make plays not only with their legs but with their arm, and also protect the football. And so all those things we'll take into account, and we'll sit down as a staff. It's not going to be one guy deciding. We'll decide as a staff which one gives us the best chance, and really the other guy has to be ready. So whoever we go with, the other guy's got to be ready, because you know, as you know, football, there's going to be injuries, things are going to happen, and so everybody's got to be ready to go.
Coach, I noticed Andre Hunt making some plays
Mm-hmm.
in practice. How would you assess his camp and where he is kind of in a pecking order?
Yeah, he's doing a good job. You know, this offense is not the easiest offense to learn and to grasp, and we ask a lot from the outside receivers, because they have to know X and Z, and we move them all over the place. And so he's done a good job of understanding the offense. He's made plays. You know, he's done a good job of studying his playbook and knowing what to do. And so he has an opportunity to play this year and be in a rotation and make plays. So.
What's his strengths, would you say?
Yeah, probably speed. He knows how to run. He's a good route runner. You know, he was a good route runner in high school. That's what really drew us to him, was the fact he knew how to run routes and kind of knows the details of route running, how to get open, and he has some speed that he can create separation from the corner. So those things allow him to be successful.
You said today wasn't up to standard. Is that because of mentality of the team, or was it the actual play, or was it both?
To me, mentality and play go hand in hand. You know, if you're not mentally focused, mentally on top of your game, then you're not going to practice well. And we just kind of came out sluggish, so mentally we weren't on it, and it showed in our play. Too many mistakes, too many little details that we didn't execute, and so we got to use this as a learning experience and go back, watch the tape, and let those guys understand. If you come out with the schedule we play, if you come out flat on any given Saturday, it's going to be a long Saturday.
How do you get guys' attention? Do you stop practice and talk to them? Do you let them kind of work through it? Or how do
you got to work through it. You know, in a game, if things don't go your way, you're not going to be able to stop the game, and so we kind of let them work through it. Leaders got to step up and hold guys accountable and call guys out, and then we'll watch the tape and talk to them on what we can do better. But you know, it really comes down to the leaders holding each other accountable, and everybody understanding that their job is important. And if I don't do my job, if I'm not ready and I don't do my job, it affects everybody else, especially on offense. If 10 guys are doing what they're supposed to do and one guy doesn't, the offense doesn't work.
You mentioned Andre as kind of a pure outside guy. Who fits in that category? Who are the pure outside?
Well, I don't know if we have pure outside. Our outside guys have to play in the slot as well. You'll see Stanley on the outside, and you also see him in the slot when we get in certain formations, you know, to create mismatches. And so, you know, in this offense, the receivers have to learn everything. They have to learn the whole concepts, which makes it a little difficult, tougher than maybe some other schools. But once they get it, then they're valuable, and you can't pinpoint where they're going to be on any given play.
you see Trey Bryant's role as far as week one?
Yeah. We'll continue to monitor, his health, and I think he's battling a little ankle right now, and but he's come a long ways, and we didn't know if we were going to have him after spring, and he's done a great job of rehabbing, and he's shown some flashes, and so I think running back position we're gonna be running back by committee. I think we got 3 or 4 good ones that can get in there and make plays and keep them fresh, and we understand it's a long season, so we don't want to burn them out the first game. We want to make sure that he lasts all 13 games. Maybe 14, maybe 15.
Is that a pretty seamless transition when you rotate in different running backs with your top offensive?
Yeah, it is, because that's how we practice. So we practice with a lot of guys rotating in. We really don't care about who's with the 1s, 2s, 3s. So you might have so-called 2 receivers or 2 running backs with the 1 quarterback or 1 offensive line. It doesn't matter, because in a game, everybody has to be ready to play. So I think the way we practice makes game day a lot easier, and we're confident in the guys that we put in the game.
What's the confidence level in the offensive line right now?
I think very high. A couple guys are battling some illness, some sickness, but when we're together, when we're healthy, those guys have done a great job, and I think they have confidence in what they've been taught, how far they've come, not both on the field but also their bodies. I mean, we're in shape. The guys can run. They're more physical, and like I said, it all starts with the offensive line. It all starts up front, and those guys understand that. And we've got great leaders up front. Gerald, Foster, Tanner, Farmer. They're both doing a great job of just leading, not only the offensive line, but leading the offense. And once you get that out of your offensive lineman, you're going to be pretty good.
Like you've built some depth on the outside since the spring.
We built depth across the board. I mean, we've come a long way since the spring. The guys that were practiced during the spring have gotten better. We've brought in some freshmen, some junior college transfers. They've gotten better. So the competition is better. So we have more depth. DBs are making the receivers better. We're making the DBs better. Linebackers making running backs. So we're just deeper across the board, which is going to help this season.
In your situational scrimmage
Yeah.
that you're looking at, will you take off the green shirts or will you keep the green shirts?
Now we're going to keep the green shirts. They won't be live, but we're going to put them in different situations, maybe a 2-minute drill, a 4-minute, red zone, 3rd down, just all the situations you're going to encounter in a game, and see which one handles it the best and go from there.